Welcome to conference 2,354. 2,354. Okay. Did you walk up to me just so your chat bubble would come up?
No, so I could close the door.
Today we're going to be going over divisional issues, promotions, AOA rework and stuff, AOA invite, and developer questions. Do anybody here or divisional leaders have any sort of issues they want to discuss regarding their division or any issues in divisions in general? Yeah or nay? Is it a nay? Nobody seems to. Okay. No divisional issues then. Promotions. Who's doing promotions?
Corpsey.
Come here. Why did that sound like a creepy old woman? What the hell? Okay. Anyway, Corpsey's doing promotions.
Alright, so we'll start with the Officer Academy invites. So may Trending Rainbow, DXN, Hyperdriver, Apathetic, and South Rain step forward, please. Only one of you are here. One.
Wow, that was so sad.
Somebody got up and then sat back down. Is that it?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
DXN, message me and I'll invite you to the AOA Discord. If your divisional friend or whatever was called, tell them to DM me so I can invite them to AOA. I'm not reaching out to them. You may sit back down, DXN. Next, we will be doing officer promotions. These are promotions for current officers, not people to become officers.
Come on, people, drum roll. Drum roll.
Yeah, drum roll if you want.
You're just beating your microphone, okay.
Okay. Hacky Demon, Canadian, and Officer Stanley, please step forward. And only one.
That's disappointing.
This is so sad.
That's extremely disappointing.
What the hell?
Well, congratulations, Canadian and the others. All three of you are being promoted to Warrant Officer. Congratulations.
Christ. Okay.
You may sit back down. I guess Saturday, no one's here today, I guess. Lastly, Field Agent Promotions. Paul King and Red Intel, you're not here.
Wow.
They're not here either.
Disappointing.
Right? Jesus Christ. But they're being promoted to Field Agent.
Let's just clap for the people who aren't here, yes.
Purple, if you would be able to do that, that would be great.
I'm doing it right now.
Is that all of the promotions?
Yeah, that will conclude the promotions.
Congratulations to everyone that got promoted today and invited to AOA, even though half of you aren't even decided to turn up today.
You want to mention that one thing about trainings?
About trainings. Oh, I'd like to bring that up. So even though not a whole lot of officers are here currently, except I guess DXN, Canadian,
Christ.
Pure, your UC. Oh well, even though they aren't here, so everyone else here is witness to it. During trainings, the rules and guidelines are meant to be gone over, or at least shouted out at any point by the host. But once I make the shout for the officers, it will be a requirement that all of the officers that are hosting, rather than only doing the minimum, they'll be going over topics that need to be addressed, or popular topics that not a lot of people get. Such as, is that guy not kicked?
I already kicked him.
Oh, what a legend. Such as topics that are as simple as where to post, how the lanes are supposed to be run, how processing works, that they aren't allowed outside, what ranks are allowed on the roof, on the cliffs, etc. So expect that to be gone over. It's mainly for the lower ranks, not if you're EFA and up, but you'll be expected to sit through it, and hopefully an officer will be able to make it somewhat interesting. Granted, Master Danny.
Well, I mean, custom trainings do exist, but custom trainings don't just have to be rules and guidelines. It does state in training shouts that their officers are supposed to go over rules and guidelines, and that's something a part of the trainings. And it's not like they're going over all of the guidelines, they're just going over necessary stuff and everything, especially for lower ranks and everything.
Yeah, the standard list in the training shouts just specifies what must be done. On top of that, they can do whatever they like. There's not really a prerequisite requirement for what you're meant to do in terms of a custom training, but everything in the shout is what's meant to be done and gone over.
Custom trainings are encouraged for officers, though. It helps mix things up.
And it makes certain officers look better. You might get promoted if you do a very special, good custom training, you know? You never know. Maybe what you do in your custom training will be incremented into the standard training.
Alright, that's all I have to bring
Right.
up again.
No demotions this week, I take it? No?
No.
Alright.
Not this week.
Not this week. Just
Whoa.
prepare for next week. You might be the next ones to get demoted. Best be active. Developer questions. Yes. Okay. Let's open that shitty channel where nothing but bad things happen and irrelevant questions get asked. Put S at the beginning of your sentence. Any ridiculous questions you're gonna get striked for. I'm pretty sure somebody was kicked from the Discord last week for asking like the same shit over and over again. So don't be that guy.
Yeah. Don't say
Don't be
anything stupid.
stupid.
Don't be an
Just
idiot.
don't be stupid.
Did you wait, oh no, this is on topic. I thought it was in the conference questions there. I just saw somebody type conference questions shitty channel best channel. I thought that was in conference questions. I was about to be like, okay, did you just ignore everything I just said? Question, can you give the farmers 5 more rounds? What?
Why?
Why is that a question? Why do you want just 5 more rounds? Are you just 5 rounds off killing someone every single time or something? What are your current plans on developing and recruiting people to develop? Be considering applications soon because there is lack of developers. It's just me at the moment. Because Jevon had to go away to do some course or something. I forgot what it was. And 𝐏𝐑𝐄𝐒's gone to college. And he has to focus on that for now. So there'll probably be applications soon once we need them for a specific thing. Will the night vision be made any better? Well, right now it's meant to be so you zoom in so you can't just go third person and have unlimited night vision like literally every game these days, which is just ridiculous. It's meant to be just for seeing through the fog and whatnot to be able to shoot somebody at long range. It's not meant to give you unparalleled ability to see in the dark. Halloween event soon, or maybe new Game Pass guns. Yes, there'll be pumpkins and stuff for Halloween, and decorations around the border, which should look funny. As for Game Pass, probably because there's usually event weapons like that. I don't know what it'll be yet though. Will there be any fix for people spamming the hell out of the booth buttons? I could literally fix that right now actually. Once after the conference I'll fix it. It just needs a extra function put in so that it checks to see when the last time it was pressed. I mean, actually, no, it doesn't. Those aren't the ones with the anti-spam. Never mind. Will there be any drivable vehicles in the future? There's already a VTOL, which is drivable, but we refrain from using it due to the fact that it's so damn overpowered and will just kill anything that you aim it at. But as for land vehicles, maybe in the city there'll be cars and stuff, but for the wasteland, unless I do a wasteland rework shortly, where I'll have like roads and shit, probably not. Will any more divisions be added? It's too soon to say, obviously. Aegis is always changing. There'll probably be a division in the future. Will there be any vehicles for MDF/STHD to drive around the wasteland on? That was already answered. I don't know if this question was asked, so don't get mad. Can we have more sits in the conference for STHD? I'll probably expand conference room eventually, because at the moment divisions are getting bigger, so they'll need more divisional space. I'll just push back the 2 Aegis rows or whatever and turn them into seating for specified divisions. Actually, yeah, that would work. If I moved MDF back 2 and then added them an extra row and then changed the current front MDF row to PKSF, then there could be more seats for PKSF and more seats for MDF, vice versa on the ARD and SC side. As for AIE, I could probably just remove the one like Aegis row in the middle, so that would be easy to fix. Can SC get the off buttons back on the SC panel for the protocols? Are those, yeah, I can't remember. Someone told me to remove it. I can't remember why. I think it was because of the spam, but then if they spam them all, then we have to run a command, so yeah, probably. Oh no, it's because the audio used to loop, didn't it? That's why they were changed to just normal buttons. But yeah, I'll add a button which just stops all the audio playing. Can the fire rate of the standard AR for the Aegis personnel be lowered a little bit? Actually, the AR for the Aegis personnel is actually pretty powerful, to be fair. In comparison to the all the guns, it is a pretty strong gun. Very versatile weapon. I don't know why you'd want it to be nerfed, though, because then you'd have a shitter gun. But I'll do some balance testing and see if it's relevant. And if it is, like, ridiculously overpowered, then I'll nerf it. Can the sniper rifle have infrared vision? Okay. No. Will there be any Easter eggs for Halloween or even secret badges? Probably. That seems interesting. Maybe like some like hidden jack-o'-lantern somewhere. I don't know.
Skeleton party.
Just a skeleton. Oh no! It's just like you open like a vault. There's just a bunch of skeletons dancing to spooky, scary skeleton. That would be such an edgy fucking meme. It's so dead. That'd be funny
or a
though.
graveyard with ex-Tomo members.
Oh no! Oh no! That would be funny though. To be fair,
It would.
there's actually a space for it as well. I was gonna use it for the Area 51 thing, but then I was like, that's just too much effort for such a stupid event. I can't like really be bothered to do that. It's just some stupid Area 51 event. But for Halloween, probably that would be kind of fun. To be fair. Where did it? I lost. Oh, there. Will you guys add customizable outfits? Probably not. There might be in the future, which has been discussed in previous conferences, different variants of the armor for different ranks, but that would be about the extent of the customization, and it would just be separate morphs anyway. In terms of like full character customization, no. This isn't Destiny. When do we answer on PKSF Special Force applications? That's a question for the commissioner of PKSF. I don't know how every single division handles applications. That's what's fun about divisions. The commissioners all do things differently, so each division's unique to itself. But I don't know how PKSF runs applications at the moment. Will there be any patch for the teleporting gunner glitch? I said this last conference, there's not really like an explicit reason why it's doing it, so it's extremely hard for me to fix without like having the whole weld script like redesigned, which would take quite a while. Will the gun lag be fixed? Oh my god. Listen, I could fix the gun lag right now by changing the server limit to like 30 like every other game, but that's just boring, isn't it? So will you keep the recoil for the same for the AR? I mean, what? Is this in reference to the other question? I'm closing the request channel in 5 seconds, by the way. But is that in reference to the other question? Because I just said I'd look into it and see if it needed to be nerfed. There we go, locked. Will HC 190C be fixed for all the stages to actually come into effect? You mentioned it a little bit last conference. You said it wasn't broken, but it seems like it still is. Currently only stage 1 and 2. Yeah, I did look at the script. It doesn't seem to be that anything wrong with it, but I'll probably just redo the HC and then it should work again. I did look at it though. The code looked fine. There's no errors or anything, but I think there's just something wrong. Roblox probably changed something, to be fair, and now it's just bust. So I'll just look up how to do it again. Why are there currently so many exploiters? Are the codes just expunged or something? We had 8 exploiters in one day. Well, it's the same person. They're just no-lifing accounts pretty much and rejoining over and over again. But
well, they're brand new accounts, or not new accounts. They're old accounts, like
yeah, they just get
1,000-day-old accounts.
Most of them buy them, to be fair. The 2008 ones especially, those go for like £5 each or something. Exploiters tend to just buy them in bulk and then just use all the accounts.
Because they're no-lifers.
Pretty much. But there is an exploit script and it's already been brought to my attention. I already fixed the armor, so they won't be having armor anymore. But and the morphs, that's been fixed. It's just the teleportation between the scraps that's pretty hard to fix due to the fact that it's a localized thing. And there's not really any easy way to track where a player's position is on the map without lag, because you'd have to do it server side and everything. But in terms of teleporting around, there might be a way to make a log script, so whenever somebody teleports over a certain distance, then it logs it to an admin console that we could then track whoever's doing it, and the admin could ban them or whatever. Because the only other way to do it would be to monitor all the traffic, which would be really laggy, and it would prevent admins from teleporting as well, unless I managed to rework the admin script, which is like pain in the ass. Can we add a spy plane UAV that is circling around the Aegis map because of the radar that's on our screen? That sounds like a good cosmetic thing, to be fair. Wouldn't be that hard. It would just be if replicated tween service is already in the game, so I could probably do it without lag as well. But yeah, spy plane, that maybe. When will you add more doors to the border? Did I? Oh wait, no, I did stop it.
Do people want more doors?
Apparently.
I don't think we need more doors.
Because then more initiates will just leave them open. No thanks.
I mean, doors don't stop anybody, because unless it's like what do you call it, a level restricted place, like the prison or whatever, because they'll have a level 1 key card usually, and they'll just open the doors anyway, so it's not really need. Will the closed off area be finished by this month or next? Are you referring to the city, bro? Listen, I'm not even gonna go into it, to be fair. I'll actually get angry. But city won't be done this month or next month. What the hell? If I started working on it again, like full focus, I could probably get it done by I don't know me months. 1 sec. December, January, I don't know. But I probably won't be focusing directly on the city yet, because there's a few things that need to be fixed and added before that. Can the speed when you have HC get nerfed at an earlier stage? I just saw an O run out with HC to look for an ARD, and he could have infected everyone in the main gate. What? I don't know. Does anyone know what that means? Because I don't.
I think he's trying to say he's saying you should nerf HC because it's way too contagious, but HC isn't contagious.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, what's...
He thinks
okay. If he's talking about CZ, then as soon as CZ comes into place, there's an outbreak protocol that everyone has to follow.
Don't worry, mate. It's under control.
He probably got mixed up, to be fair. Can an event be an alien invasion? Bofton used to do that actually. Back in Border 2.0, we used to char every wastelander into an alien, give them dues, and they used to just raid the border. Yeah. Not anymore though, because you can't give out guns. But
Yeah.
could we get some cameras around the border? Been looking at cameras actually with viewport frames and stuff, which renders like a separate instance of the game, and it looks really realistic. So maybe, and you can have them on like television screens and stuff, but they're a bit laggy when you do it that way. So maybe just these standard cameras where you press a button and it shows you a camera. Will there be a game pass that will let you customize or change the color for your gun?
This guy plays Fortnite.
Apparently. Jeez. Probably not. I mean, it would make money, but like, why? It's just fucking cosmetic shit. I don't see the point in doing that.
More money.
I mean, yeah, it would make lots of money. I don't know why people are so crazy about cosmetics, but you know, I probably won't be adding cosmetics to the border because that's just a bit weird. I know that I have been told by some that no one will ever do this because it is so rare. But can we do announcements in the conference of someone who gets a medal so it sounds more ceremonial? We were talking about that yesterday, I think, in the high com chat. There'll probably be, once we get more medals, and medals have, you know, distinct purposes on how to get them, yeah, they'll be announced at conferences rather than just receiving them. That way, everyone that's done the obby in under 2 minutes, you get your time to shine, I suppose. And it'd make conferences in that regard longer. Going off Mattelberg's question, what if there was a division that could man cameras around the border? Well, yeah, AIA would just do that, to be fair. There's not reason to just have... Can you imagine that, joining the division where you would just sit in a camera room all day? That would get kind of boring. Like, you don't ever get to leave or do anything else other than look at cameras. I think that would be, you know. Then again, depends what the camera functionality was. If it was just looking at shit, then yeah, it would be extremely boring. But if they had like other stuff to do, maybe. But it would probably just be AIA's job. Thank you. What was the number? Does anyone remember?
2000. Heck.
2046?
2069.
No, 2000 something and 54. 2354.
Oh, well, thank you for attending our 2354th conference. This needs to stop, but yeah, thank you for attending the conference today. Those that did attend, even though half the people that were promoted were just like, no thank you, I'm not coming. You can swarm the stage as you normally do and get back to the fucking border, you inactive twat.
Where's the door? It's dark on my screen. Where's the door? I'm trying to leave.
You're trying to escape. There is no escape.
No.